Hello traders, Gary Wagner here, just about 11:30 in Honolulu, 5:30 in New York. It is Friday. Happy Aloha Friday, as we say on the islands, 13th of September 2019, and this is the Daily Report for Gold and Silver. Risk on market sentiment, along with some concessions made concerning the trade war with China, have put pressure on the precious metals, taking them lower today. Yesterday, we saw a roller coaster ride with an extreme high, an extreme low, and it kind of settled slightly above the open in the middle. Today, we had downsize action in both gold and silver. Let's take a look at our current studies as well as pricing for today. So, as you can see, we did have moderate selling pressure in gold today, with December's futures contract declining by $11.70, about a 0.75% drop, currently bid at $1,495.70. The big news, though, in the precious metals was a decline in silver. Silver closing down by 3.7%, a decline of 67 cents, breaking below $18 at $17.50. Now, interestingly enough, Palladium did trade fractionally lower, but it still remains above 1600, 1603.30 as the most expensive of the precious metals in the complex. Now, we did put a trade on yesterday. We are a little bit behind current pricing. We'll talk about that in detail as we pull up our technical charts. While there is no doubt that gold has been under pressure for the last couple of weeks and close lower on the day today, the one thing that we can cite, and I believe is critically important, is the fact that when we look at the action over the last 4 days, we've gotten a series of almost equal lows, except for yesterday. The low was a little bit above the prior 2 days as well as today. But in my opinion, we are forming a base in this area. I am looking at the fact that we have concluded our dynamic and long third wave. That third wave took gold pricing up about $300. I also believe that we have entered a corrective stage, and we had the first leg of that as this market sold off to these lows roughly at $14.95. That's currently where we're at, and the 0.23% retracement comes in at $14.97. So right around that area, it broke a little bit below that. But my feeling is that if we get a typical or classical ABC, we should get a move up. I am anticipating a move up to as high as $15.49, and then probably one final leg down, and that leg down could easily take us to a 38% retracement of wave 3, and that would be this level here at about $14.53. From there, we would re-enter a bullish wave, the last of the cycle, and that would be a fifth wave. And we talked about where we're forecasting that to go. It comes in at around $16.50, and that is based upon comparing wave 1 to wave 5 and assuming they will be close to equal length. As you know, we did put a trade on yesterday. We went long December gold at $15.05. That trade is against us by about $9 currently. We do have a stop in place. That stop is sitting at 88, which is effectively $4 or $5 below the lows that we saw come in this week. My recommendation is to maintain our current long position and to maintain our stop. Of course, the big mover to the upside, moving to a new record high this week, was Palladium. It is closing above 1600 at 1603. When we look at this longer term daily chart, what we can see is effectively we had our first top that was a new record high here. Then we had the market top out at about $1,600. That would be this top right here. And then this week, we saw Palladium take that particular price out and close at a new record high after opening at 1613 and then closing at 1603. And traders, last, I do want to take a quick look at silver that has been so dynamic back a few weeks ago and then has come under so much pressure. We earmarked the level of 19 46 is a potential level of resistance. We certainly got that, although a little bit above that. As it broke through the market, it went through the 0.38% retracement at 1831, and we believe that there is major support for silver currently at the 50% retracement area, which comes in at about 1740. Of course, the market closed above that at 1750 and a half cents, and that's after this strong decline today of about 67 cents. If we see a base forming in this area, that would be a strong indication that we will move off of this level of support and back higher. The first level of resistance, if that did happen, would have to occur at about 1831. This has been Gary Wagner, wishing you as always good trading. We will talk to you on Monday for the next daily update and review. Bye-bye.